Welcome back to the neighborhood, boys and girls. Our first guest tonight is Emily Stewart from HomeSmart. Emily, welcome to Mr. Mortgage's neighborhood. So we talk about a lot of stuff, real estate and everything else, but I always like to start it off with a little bit of pre-real estate, Emily. So like, nobody really says when they're in second grade, I want to be a real estate agent.
Yeah, I said I wanted to be a waitress.
You want to be a waitress? All right. How did you wind up in the real estate business?
So for me, my parents were trying to move to North Jersey.
Okay.
And my sister hated it. I love going on the showings. Like I remember like every little detail of the house. My mom was like, you should do this. Like I would imitate the realtors. So it's kind of in the back of my head, I guess. Like okay. I kind of like that. Fast forward, I don't know how many years. I was in title insurance for like 7 years. Okay. So I saw that kind of aspect of it, and you know, communicate with a ton of realtors, and like I think I would like that better, not being in an office. So, yeah, I got my license 2008. Okay. And
when you were like 13?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, 2008, and I worked as an admin. Okay. Just kind of doing the behind the scenes, and then right. 2013 I kind of made it more active.
You took the leap in 2013 and went full scale?
Yeah, because my daughter was in school, it was like the full day at that point, so okay. I was like, yeah, gotta do something. Nice.
And now do you have like your client, is there someone that you see you're dealing with all the time? Is it first time home buyers, is it step up people, is it listings, or are you kind of...
I mean, I definitely work with more buyers. It's kind of like more my niche. No particular people, it's just kind of whoever referrals, or I mean, it's been single moms, it's been, you know, people retiring, families.
Okay. And is most of your business referrals, or do you do advertising, social media?
Yeah, I do some advertising, probably not as much as I should. It's more referral now because I've been doing it. Like I've had people, you know, upgrading to the bigger homes. Mm-hmm. Just, you know, sisters, cousins, just a lot of people contacting me. Oh, so-and-so said to call you. So I've been starting to see that like the last probably 3-4 years, more referral.
Okay. And so you don't have to say a favorite client, but do you have a client when you think back, is there someone where like I had one where the dude was in jail for a while and cleaned his act up and never thought he could buy a house, and he like bawled his eyes out at the closing table, and I always think about him when I talk about my favorite clients. But is there anybody that like you were at the closing table where you were like, this is why I do this kind of thing?
There's been a few. I would say maybe the best one was my best friend. She has 4 girls. They didn't know if they could buy. I don't know how long ago this was, maybe 12 years ago. Okay. We found something, and it was like all came together perfect, and they were like so happy. Nice. So that was probably my most favorite one.
And you've been doing this for a while, so you've seen the cycles and the ups and the downs. But recently it's been a little bit challenging, especially with, you know, low inventories and tons of offers and everything. So if I was watching this and I was someone who was thinking about, you know, getting into the ring and buying my first house, what's some advice that you would give to someone, or what's some things that you tell someone when you're sitting down for an initial consultation with a first time buyer in this market now?
I would definitely tell them start with doing the pre-approval, not only to see the sales price. So they
hear that? Start with doing the pre-approval.
I mean, you're like, I remember when I first bought, I'm looking at homes and I'm like, wait, I gotta know like, you know, what you can afford. So I always tell them, you know, even though people don't want credit pulled, you have to have like a starting point. So that's gonna give you that range of a sales price. Usually the next question I ask is what they want to spend, because you could be approved for $300,000 and maybe want a payment that's more $200,000. Right. I mean, I know for me and most people, it's, you know, your monthly budget is a little more important. So, you know, and then I kind of discuss like the difference of, you know, if you really like this house and it's $25,000 more, then, you know, I explain the payment difference. And then we kind of just come up with a game plan, like the criteria they're looking for. I mean, right now, obviously rates have gone up a little bit, but overall they're still low. And right now it's I'd say in the last, month, or probably
Yeah.
about a month, it's actually a little bit easier right now as a buyer. 'Cause
Sure.
where there might be 30 offers, maybe now there's 10. So I definitely think it's still a good time to buy.
Yeah. Have you seen more of the FHA, VA stuff getting accepted?
Yeah.
I've seen a little bit more of that. I don't know if it's just our business or everywhere else.
Yeah, no, I've definitely seen, I mean, I used to feel terrible majority of people are FHA buyers.
Right.
And, you know, it's.
Majority of
you
people
see
I
peop-
deal with anyway, you know
you
what I
see
mean?
people's like hearts getting crushed, you know, and it's a shame. I think a lot of people sold, got the profit, stayed wherever, family or rented, and then, you know, they had cash offers, so
Right.
nothing's gonna beat that. So, you know, I'm kinda happy it's shifting a little bit to kind of give everyone fair playing field.
Sure.
Because, you know, I think if I was a seller, I would consider all offers and see, you know, it's not always the best offer, I think, is conventional. Sometimes it's like, you know, you see a family, you get the little love letters with the dog and.
One of the problems I had lately was VA. Like, you know, we tell these people go fight a war or go serve our country, and you'll get a house with nothing down. And then when it comes to making an offer, it's like, well, yeah, hypothetically you'll get a house with nothing down. But
they're strong buyers.
Yeah.
VA buyers are very strong.
Sure.
I don't know why. Sometimes I don't know. It's a shame. It's the last year and a half, 2 years. I feel very bad for.
It's been like a
Crazy.
dirty buzzword.
Like the wild west.
VA, can't do that.
Yeah.
All right, so now we talked about the past, we talked about the present. Let's talk about the future. In the next 2 years, what do you see yourself accomplishing? What are some of your goals? Where is Emily Stewart in 2024?
Hopefully on a boat with a rich husband. Everyone's looking. No. Just continuing to grow my business. Continuing to try to get as many referrals as I can. Just reaching out, you know, making those points of contact. I mean, I've been a solo agent now for quite some time. I like that aspect, so I don't want to change anything with that.
Would you ever mentor someone or bring another agent on underneath you, or is that not your gig?
Yeah, I'm kind of like a lone wolf.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
I mean, I've been on teams, which I enjoyed, like, you know, the outings, things like that, but working by myself, it's I can kind of set up my own day, not worry about anything, make my own schedule, so probably not.
All right. Your last personal question is either going to be sports or music. Which one you want?
Music.
Okay. So you wake up tomorrow and a fairy comes to your door and says you can have one musician or group come to your house tomorrow and play 2 songs for you. Who's the musician or group or whatever, and what are the 2 songs?
Probably. This one's hard. What are the sports questions? I would say. Coldplay.
Coldplay?
Yeah. Songs, I don't know. I'm very bad at remembering each song.
But Coldplay is good.
Yeah.
All right, that's a
I
good
saw
answer.
them in concert. It was a very, very good concert.
Yeah, they have some good songs.
Yeah.
Awesome. Emily, thank you
you
so
for
much for
having
stopping
me.
by. We'll be right back with the next guest on Mr. Mortgage's Neighborhood.